Back with another video, and we're back with the Browns rebuild episode 2. We didn't I traded for a few key pieces on offense, traded for a receiver traded for DJ Chalk on my offense, and led this team to 4-1. Well, 3-1. It's week 5 now. We play the Chargers, but let's see if we can get somebody. I know he's getting old, but he shouldn't be a good fit for this team because he's already played for this team before, but left sadly. So we're gonna try to get him wherever he's at. Where is he? Where is he? He already played for this team before, so shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that. Maybe he's hurt. Or sick. Is he hurt? Because I don't think unless he's still in agency. Okay, NFL rosters. We're gonna try that out. Okay, yeah, so he's hurt. When does he come back? The chart. Okay, so gotta go to the Ravens. Wait, did it say he went to the Ravens? What did I do? I'm trying to think. So he's hurt. Okay, so let's check our injury report list. See who's all out. Okay, 1 week left guard. Okay, 64. Shouldn't be that big of a deal because our line has been playing stellar. So I guess you know. Okay, so we can't get him. See what the Chargers offers for this guy. DPJ has been low-key fumbling a lot, so we're gonna have to get rid of him. Okay. Let's get into it. So we gotta wear the away uniforms because we haven't worn them yet. So let's go.
It's week 5 of the NFL, and here comes Denzel Ward. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Browns and the Chargers, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson makes his return to the NFL gridiron this season after holding out for the entirety of 2021 and being traded from Houston. The Cleveland Browns, they made a big investment not only to bring him in, but to give him by far the most guaranteed money in NFL history. If Watson remains the same player he was in Houston, though, a 3-time Pro Bowler and one of the game's biggest playmakers, he may finally solve a decades-long search for Cleveland's franchise quarterback.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Browns at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Los Angeles taking the field led by Justin Herbert, 3rd-year man out of Oregon whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed. And then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The numbers for him from a week ago. 21 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And this will be an incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Offside. Ethan.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now it's Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a first and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. To throw again on second down. Watson. Here's Chubb. Back-to-back catches for him. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Watson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On second down, Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot to praise on this drive. Obviously, I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Throwing on second and 8. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Josh Palmer, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the red zone now, Watson. There's Mooney with another catch. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Quick throw completed by Watson. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Amari Cooper from 4 yards out. And the Browns get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. On first down, it's Watson. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Herbert. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now Watson throws another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin at Everbank Field, an AFC South matchup pitting Houston against Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. Travis Etienne with a touchdown run. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Isaiah McKenzie, a career afternoon, 4 touchdown catches. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Ramondre Stevenson with both of their touchdowns thus far as he scored twice on the ground. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Browns, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line?
Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Back to throw, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now it's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 41 yards. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. On 1st down, Watson. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second and a yard, Watson. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that was a quick drive. The passing. And then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Herbert now. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Watson on 1st down. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kenneth Murray coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Up the middle with Eckler. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 11. 1:16 remaining. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 36. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?
What is there to say? Team sucks. Team sucks. The run defense is horrible. Offense played okay in the second half. I don't know what the first half was. We almost came back until they decided to finally start putting pressure on us, and then we ended up throwing a pick. It was a one-score game in the fourth quarter. Then we ended up throwing a pick. So now I'm pretty sure we're back to third place in the division if the Ravens won. I don't want our games to go like that. We're still somehow managed to be in second place still, so I mean, wow. The first half 35-7. Second half we made it 31-35 and we still somehow managed to lose. I mean, you really can't make it up, honestly. It's bad. We need to get we need something, honestly. Get some defensive linemen, honestly. Because, wow. I ain't ever seen a team that can just do like that bad. See what that one for you there. Let's see what that would give us for no trade packages. Okay. See if we can get Chase Young. They give us for the next year's first rounder. No. But we need some DBs because first half our offense was getting straight dusted. Why was that? I have no clue. First half we were just getting dusted. Second half, okay, we need to low-key get rid of. Okay, so we can't get rid of David Njoku because David Njoku and Donovan Peoples-Jones David Njoku basically fumbled the game away because I threw it up to him and he fumbled. So DB is good. Let's go find us a free safety. See if they'll get what they'll take him for. Okay. So now it's basically just tight end. Yeah, so now it's just really just tight end and maybe a good receiver. Dang, that's just one to get. That's just a loss you want to get back. See if the Cowboys give us him. What will they give us him for? No. But yeah, that's just a loss you want to get back. Because I feel like our defense didn't play up to what I wanted them to play up to. So No, they asking for way too much. Falcons. Drake London. Why is everybody asking for more Amari Cooper? I'm not giving it. I mean, dang, yo. That's just a loss that's like, wow. We don't know who to blame it on. Okay, send it to the league, make it official. Okay. We're 3 people down on the roster, so let's check the agency. Okay, guess those are 2 we gonna get. Okay, so we're still 2 people down on the roster. So let's check our lineup so far. Amari Cooper's wide receiver 1. Then got Gabe Davis. And Zay Jones is I want to see what we can get for Darnell Mooney. Mike Hilton? Okay. Guess we'll go with Mike Hilton. Let's do, I want to see Nick Chubb, because Nick Chubb has been fumbling a lot, so yeah, it's not been himself. See what good things I can get for him. Tre'Davious White, okay. DJ Moore, Tyler Hawkins, and no, Marshawn Lattimore, Marlon Humphrey, this one. AJ Brown. Now they want to give me Jalen Waddle? Yeah. Nah, I didn't. I'm coming. Keenan Allen. Okay. But I think the most sensible one to go with has to be Travius. Because defense, like I said, defense. Then we get a second and third. Send it to the league. Make it done. So we need a running back now. Then we're good to go for next week. Week 5, I think it is. See what they'll give us for JT. No. Actually, left guard. They didn't play well, so I guess that'll have to do. Plus, I did just get him for free agency. So, we are looking pretty good. We do play the Patriots. So, yeah. So, JT as our running back 1. Okay. If this offense is looking decent, the line. The line is probably going to be our main focus in the draft. Myles Garrett, Switch Tre'Davious White, Tre'Davious Ward, then you got Trayvon Diggs. Okay, we're good. As long as nobody gets hurt, we're good. Alright, we're back. We do not want to quit. Late season game. So our defense should be fairly good. It's the offense is what I'm kind of worried about.
It's week 6 of the NFL.
Okay.
And we'll be watching the Patriots' versatile running back. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Pats and the Browns. All that and more coming up next.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This defense for the Pats, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, what stood out to me, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. He'll find Fournette again here. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. Browns at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week. Not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to look deep for more, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Gabriel Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft, and we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5. Mac Jones was the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 21 carries, 84 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Throwing Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Down inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. On 2nd and goal, Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. On 4th down, Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Now Jones looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
From the 27, Watson. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Watson on third down. And that is incomplete.
From the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Back to throw. Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. 6-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And caught by Henry. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. A pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Watson's throw complete there to Moore. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Open man is Bourne. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. From the 16, Jones. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do...
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Hunter Henry's now in his second season with the New England Patriots and had 9 touchdowns in his first campaign and really emerged as rookie quarterback Mac Jones' favorite target, especially when they needed points in the red zone. Stays his favorite here and picks up a first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Nick Folk for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. We had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. 25 yards that time. Now it's Watson. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. A gain there of 21 yards. Fake, and it's Watson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Fournette going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Watson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Browns have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Just a 1 yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters block.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones finding Bourne here over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Patriots! Mike Gesicki, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Watson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. But it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run once more with Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Jones on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Well, the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Watson now to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Pats are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's Jones. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He's got the first down and more. Down the right sideline. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. And he'll just get rid of it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. try and run some clock with Fournette. And some room to work. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
So it's a win here for the Cleveland Browns, and it's thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, Charles, and that's one Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, he really threw the ball well, didn't he? Well over 300 yards passing, hit on 3 touchdown passes, and delivering the ball in rhythm all game long.
So for the Browns, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for New England, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
Okay, so the defense actually played good. Team played good, you know. Like I said, it's really just the run defense that I really want to work on. But other than that, it really the team's been doing good. I think our injury in the game. That's the reason why I didn't run the ball like how I would have. Okay, so he's going to be back next week. So next week he's going to make his Browns debut. Well, at least when we play the Ravens. So the run game should be strong, so that should really be a good game. The offensive lineman. That's really kind of where, you know, it made us. I want to see what they'll get us for this. Oh, scared of Andrew Davies? Wait, hell no. He is kind of just taking their whole line. Kenny Moore and Malik Hooker. Nah, I can't do that one. But we do play Baltimore, so yeah. We play Baltimore. They don't have the receiving group that, you know, our defense will have to worry about. So, you know, I mean, yeah, the team played amazing. Team played some stellar football. If we can keep doing that, then the league, then we're gonna absolutely scare the league. And where is he? Oh my goodness. Okay, OBJ. Hey, we can't trade for him. So, how long is he gonna be out? Just how long he gonna be out? Oh, 17 weeks? Yeah, for the year. Hey. So, playoff time, he should be back. So, I forgot about trade deadline. So, week 8. I think week 8's the trade deadline, so. Alright, let's play the Baltimore Ravens. It's an away game, so, you know. I haven't used the rush uniforms in a minute. 2 uniforms, we're gonna put them in. We're gonna put them in their rush uniforms. It's a rush, all rush day. That shouldn't be confusing.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features Marlon Humphrey. He had no picks a week ago, but plenty of stops. 9 of them to be exact. It's the Ravens and the Browns, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down, so this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Holding. Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
No partner guaranteed. They approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one. Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
Another excellent season from Lamar Jackson that was cut short by ankle injury. and actually showed just how much he is valued as the leader of the Baltimore Ravens as they went 0-4 down the stretch and missed the playoffs without him. Prior to that, they were 8-5 in a tough AFC North, and he was on his way to his third 1,000-yard season as a runner and career-high marks as a passer.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the 4th-year running back. This is Devin Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11, counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And Jackson throwing once more. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one. On and probably say we should have done better there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Taylor is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return is Jones. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. So here are the Browns to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Again from the 28. To throw is Watson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Watson looks to throw again. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet? Oh, it's I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously
After review of the play.
So that challenge is successful. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And they will take a knee here. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout.
making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver still gets a point there. Yeah. No. And you went that far back. No bueno.
But I'll tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Jones on the return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Open man, this is Lewis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, 37 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And And that extends their lead by 2 more. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Singletary going to get the handoff. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns set to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Watson on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Watson.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
That pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. Here's Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson over the middle, complete. That's Davis.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd down and goal. Watson. Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can... bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. As Wentz going to throw. They'll get this off to Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Again, it's Wentz. This complete to David Bell. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And it's incomplete. That's one of the strangest play calls you'll ever see. But they'll get it back at second down. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last shot for Jackson. One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here. Final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they play to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up,
so team looked very, very good. I think I might know the QPs that were missing to this offense. A quarterback. Because Deshaun Watson has been playing somewhat near good, but I think he has not been playing good enough to our liking. So let's see what we can get for him. Yeah, JT Jackson. Okay. We don't really need corners now, so really now I don't gotta worry about corners and DBs and stuff. Brandon Ayuk might be something good. Chandler Jones, okay. Shaquille Griffin. Okay, full safety. We might have to come back to that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure if we can get a better quarterback, we're gonna use that full safety. Now, we need to go see about what we can do at this QB position. Because I don't think Deshaun Watson's working out what was. Because he did help us get a blowout, but you know. See what we can get for Joe Sharks. See if I'll accept. Oh, so I'm definitely not trading him for anything. Miles getting old. That's for way too much. I doubt Mahomes is going to be. Yeah, like I said, I doubt that's going to be it. And if they didn't want me to give them that much for Herbert, I can only imagine what they want me to give for him. Dak might actually. Wow, they're asking way too much. That's something that's going to significantly make this team worse. 49ers. Trey Lance. Nah, I ain't even gonna do that. Overall Danny Dime. Jags. See what they'll give me for. Trev. Just no. This. See, everybody's asking for too much. If you notice, everybody's asking for like way too much. 68. Jordan Love. Unless he what I get, he is a rookie. Okay, I don't want to give anybody away on our defense. So backup safety. Okay, we'll give him that. And okay, I'll take that. Okay, Bryce Young is now our starting QB, so whoever has number 9 is gonna have to cough that one up. Okay, so we do have a franchise quarterback. So in the draft, quarterback is probably going to be the position that we are not going to worry about. Then obviously it's going to be having number. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Depth chart. Okay. And putting them to on practice squads as well. So we do have a bunch of emergency backups. Okay, Gabe Davis, you're gonna have to switch numbers. Okay, Gaby Davis, you gonna have to switch your number. Make you number. Okay. Guess you have to be number 35. It's your bicycle. Have to be number 9. It's already done. Okay. Time to get him some Joria. Sweet flowers. I'll give him that dark. He ain't got no towel, so we're gonna make his jersey relax. There we go. We're gonna make it relax. There we go. Give him at least a little bit of drip. Okay. Can't make that one right. So
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
okay.
Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to
Keep
win.
going. Damn. Okay, we got Pricey looking good. Okay, so offense is pretty good. Defense, wow. Defense besides the line, pretty sad. Or our defensive line in the off season. So hopefully the Bengals lost. If not, we are gonna have to beat them here to big. Because if we do beat the Bengals, we are gonna move up to first place. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're in second place. We beat the Bengals going into the bye week. We're gonna be in first place. So yeah, I guess we can go ahead and play this game. We're gonna pass the ball, even though it's gonna be raining. Nothing to seem is ready for the playoffs. Okay, we're back. Let's get it.
My boy, and I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the
EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Halloween matchup. It's the Bengals and the Browns on Monday night.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bengals in this matchup. We know how well they throw the football, but they're going to have their work cut out for them in this one.
Yeah, they're going up against a top 5 unit in the league. If this is a defense, they don't make a lot of mistakes. Well coached, they execute really, really well, and terrific leadership on that side of the ball. So precision, that's going to have to be a key for them in this one.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now, this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The numbers for Mixon last week: 18 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football, because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Well, what a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder, because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll give it to Mixon. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. Young looks to throw on first down. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Young will set to throw. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Young. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Young, and his throw is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Young now. This one caught by Davis. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Well, the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction.
And it'll be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone.
Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase from 17 yards out. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the...
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after it. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds Taylor, complete, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Bengals grab it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now Burrow on 1st down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Watson.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Watson on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Elijah Moore from 19 yards away. And the Browns are able to claw one back.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow going up top. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Browns now are going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Now a first down throw. Watson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Watson looks to throw again. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati scoop. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So we've reached halftime here on Hop. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now it's Watson. And this is incomplete. Pretty good run on that. That would have been a great play, and he could not pull it in. On fourth down, Watson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
Burrow will throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense.
Something tells me that game's gonna win any worse. The defense played absolutely horrible. Then Bryce Young is not the guy. I mean, what? What? We most definitely got to trade him away because 3 first half picks was not ideal for the first half that I thought we could have had. Sucks, y'all. We'll take it. Make our defense more stacked because some reason nobody could guard Jack this game. And absolutely fucking sucks, yo. There we go. That should be our starting 2 cute corners. Tre'Davious and Stephon. About week coming up, we get to finally, hopefully, chill, get some key pieces back that may have got hurt last game, Obviously, bye week, we're going to focus on, getting the team healthy. Yeah. Yeah, 5-3, still second place in the division. This team is gonna have to cap in a wild card, and I feel even if we do make the playoffs, I feel we might get absolutely destroyed in the first round. Last week was the week for trades. So, wait, I think it was this week. Yeah, last week was the last week for trading. So, the starting offense now is going to have to start for the rest of the season. So, Deshaun, we got Andy backing him up, JT, Leonard backing him up, Warren Cooper, E. Moore backing him up. I'm going to make Zay Jones a starting receiver. I don't think he that good, but JT, obviously, we need some line because the pressure that they be putting on the quarterback, a lot of the picks come from that. Our front few, this is where I'm like, okay, so we're gonna make Trayvon that. Then we're going to make Denzel Ward our free safety. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make him the free safety, so that way, ain't that many chances of him getting straight dusted like how he was getting this game. Jamar Chase was just running him over. If I was really the petty type, just because he performed, because I feel like Eli Apple could do better than that. But we're all gonna move him to free safety up there like that. Okay. Why is he starting still? I told you I need Stephon starting. Obviously, told you I need Stephon starting. Stephon, Tre'Davious, Denzel Ward. Corner. Yeah, this still has him at corner. I'm putting him at free putting them in FF. I'm putting them in free. So save changes. There we go. Now I'm pretty sure we got him right. Okay, yeah. So he's 88 at free safety. Gilmore's not 89. Linebackers look decent. You know, Randy Gregory. You know, people getting old. Defensive line is probably going to be the only thing. Because the run defense is whatsoever not good. Yeah. Our run defense, obviously, we're gonna get that. Try to get that better in the off season. But our front, everybody else looks pretty good, pretty solid. You know, for the bye week. Hope you guys enjoyed this part. 5-3 to start the season off. Let's review the rest of our schedule before we doing this episode off. So yeah, we took a lot. So yeah, it's like we take back regulars. So we got to play the Dolphins, Bills, Bucks, Texans, Bengals again, Ravens again, Saints, Commanders, and Steelers. So our next few games are not going to be easy whatsoever. So we are going to get put up a challenge. And if the Bengals can score 73 points on us, like how they just did, I'm scared to know what a team like the Bills are going to do, or not the Bucks, but a team like how the Bills or the Dolphins is going to do. And we play the Dolphins next week. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this video though. Be sure you smack the like button, hit that subscribe button. I will be uploading part 3 soon, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, who knows. Deuces.